you hear that gobble, and especially when they're super close and you know they're coming, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get them, I'm gonna get them. And then sometimes they stop right out of range.
He's been trying for the last 4 years, but this year, 16-year-old Randy Shin finally harvested his first wild turkey.
And then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go for it. If I miss them, I miss them. I still gotta say I got a shot off at one. And then as soon as I saw him go down, I saw that fan go up, and I took off to him. And then I'm like, yeah.
That's the sound of excitement.
It's awesome.
You guys both get turkey calls.
But for the organizers of this turkey hunt camp for kids ages 10 to 17, it's the sound of success.
That's what just gives me a great deal of satisfaction, to see the smiles on their faces and the kids having fun.
Our wildlife depend on it. Without new generations of hunters and anglers, Arizona's, actually North America's wildlife legacy is at risk. After all, outdoors men and women pay for wildlife conservation by purchasing hunting and fishing licenses, guns and ammo, and fishing gear.
Our hunter numbers are going down. Game and Fish Department that takes care of all the wildlife in the state is funded by hunters, and we're losing those numbers. And we're losing our political voice, and we're losing our financial voice.
This free camp on Arizona's Mogollon Rim is an effort to reverse that trend.
We look at this as a hunting opportunity to recruit young hunters. That is our ultimate goal, is to get kids that have never experienced this before. We're going to give them an experience that they're going to realize, that there's a lot more than sitting down in the valley behind their iPods and their TVs.
It's about getting kids unplugged, offline, and outdoors, giving them an experience far more rewarding than any video game.
We want the kids to leave camp with the desire to continue hunting, to continue being in the outdoors and support our hunting heritage. That's our main goal of camp, besides just having good old fun.
And there's plenty of fun to go around. All kinds of outdoor activities, and a chance to talk turkey.
Box call is probably one of the more popular calls, one of the easier to use. Just a real basic yelp. This is a slate call. This is a little more versatile than the box call. This is my favorite call. To be able to use all of them is a good thing.
This guy's built
These campers even got an up-close look at some birds of prey, courtesy of Game and Fish.
This is our male golden eagle magnum. How big's the biggest game you think this thing will kill? What do you think it'll eat? These guys will go down and they'll take a full-grown antelope. This bird in one afternoon can travel over 400 miles. In a couple days, it can go 3,500 miles without stopping.
So you had a good time?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to come again next year?
Yes.
Awesome.
Chip Heidinger has been bringing his daughters to this camp for several years.
For them, it's really a weekend of being out in the outdoors, being away from the iPads and the laptops and the computers, and just really having fun and playing. So
Yeah.
we shoot our bows, we go down to the creek, the hatchery opens and does a tour for the kids, which they just love, which we're going to do
Are
this
we gonna
afternoon.
do that?
Yep.
Yay!
So it's just a fun time to get out with the kids and have a nice weekend in the Arizona outdoors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got a program going today. We're going to start off with a little safety talk. We start every camp session with a safety talk.
Always point the muzzle in a safe direction. We never want to have our finger on that trigger until we've made sure what our target is. What is our target on this particular hunt? A bearded turkey. That is a legal target, so it must have a beard.
The camp is co-sponsored by the Arizona Game and Fish Department, the National Wild Turkey Federation, Arizona Elk Society, Cabela's, Phoenix Varmint Callers, and Valley Longbeards.
So let's talk about what's going on in the spring with a turkey. Okay, they're in the mating season. They're just like human beings. When the females move off, the men follow.
They try to make hunting less intimidating for first-timers by showing them how easy it can be to get started.
We were off this 160 today.
Mentors teach the kids to hunt legally, ethically, and safely.
The goal is to make it easy for the family, for the kids, strip away a lot of the stuff it takes to be an outdoorsman. You know, a lot of them already have the camping skills and the camping part, but just make that learning the hunt easier on them, so that it's not such a barrier, it's not such an overshadowing obstacle for them to go hunting.
One thing that helps is the very affordable $5 combination hunting and fishing license available to kids ages 10 to 17.
Hey, thanks for coming.
As an added bonus, this camp is scheduled during a few days the Arizona Game and Fish Commission has set aside for youth-only hunting.
Actually, this is where
That allows kids to try for a turkey before grown-ups get the chance.
I've been to the turkey junior camp probably 4 or 5 times and never even seen one.
14-year-old Braden Boyd and his dad Darren are hoping this is finally their year.
He wants you there at 4:30.
They're up and out of camp by 3:30 a.m. Shortly after 5 a.m., they're concealed in camouflage, sitting quietly and motionless under the branches of a juniper tree. It's an area close to where their guide, Kevin Clark of Hagler Creek Outfitters, saw some turkeys roost in trees the night before. With decoys deployed, they attempt their first turkey call. Off in the distance, a gobbler responds. This pattern continues for about an hour, and then the bird goes silent. Minutes pass, then suddenly a flash of red appears in the tall grasses. By the time Braden sees it, the bearded Tom is nearly out of sight. But it did not get away. Braden hit his mark and harvested his first turkey, so he tags the bird to make it legal.
Good job, Braden. Proud of you, son. Great shot.
It's a proud accomplishment years in the making. The Boyd family will finally enjoy a wild turkey dinner, while father and son will share this memory for a lifetime.
I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's just a wonderful experience.
I love the people that I get to do it with. That's the number one thing for me is, don't get me wrong, I love to kill turkeys. It's a lot of fun to shoot turkeys, but I'm here with my daughter, and she's 16 years old, and that is priceless for me to be able to do that. Hopefully she'll want to continue hunting turkeys with me as she gets older, so still go hunting with the old man.
This is my 5th year coming, and we've gotten super close every year, but finally sealed a deal this year. I can't wait to take out some kids tonight and then tomorrow morning too. That was the first time we ever called them in close to shooting range.
Wow.
So that was the best.
You know, I was starting to shake a little bit.
Oh, I was.
Randy and his dad Mark are also thrilled with their hunt and genuinely grateful for the opportunity to participate in this camp.
These guys are awesome.
Yeah, just like the way they run it, and it's just, you've never hunted before ever in your life, and you can just come in here and they'll set you up with someone, and opening morning you can have a gobbler. The lessons they give you and how to hunt, it's phenomenal.
Good job, Randy.
Thank you.
Now that Randy and Braden have harvested a turkey, the organizers of this camp hope they'll return to share what they've learned with others.
One of the neat things about it, and you could talk to some of the guys that, and even Randy said it, you know, he wants to help mentor kids now. Now that he's successful and he knows how to do it, and he's got his turkey, his next level of excitement for him is to help another child get the same opportunity he can. So we encourage that with the fathers and the sons that have harvested, you know, to come back and help be a mentor, taking the new kids out, and it works really well.
If all goes as planned, the kids who leave this camp will become the next generation of outdoors men and women, a generation that will embrace America's hunting heritage and carry on its strong commitment to wildlife conservation.